Doomsday Clock number 8, written by Geoff Johns, art by Gary Frank. The artwork is so gorgeous in this book. It's amazing. I mean, you gotta wait for it though, because Gary Frank puts these out slowly. So now they're on this 2-month shipping schedule. So every 2 months you get a book instead of every 1 month. But I mean, it's worth it because it looks great. So in this storyline, lots of stuff happens. We start off, there's been some sort of burglary at the White House, as well as at Lois Lane's desk at the Daily Planet. So then we got Firestorm, and he's in Russia, and he has this kind of accident. He can't control himself, and he kind of explodes, sort of, and turns everybody into glass. So it's causing a real political situation. Superman flies over to Kandak, talks to Black Adam, kind of seeing if he's hiding Firestorm. Black Adam says no. We got some interesting scenes there. Finally, Superman tracks down Firestorm. He's talking to him, and he's like, what happened? And Firestorm's like, I don't know, I just couldn't control myself. Something happened, but he has this glass person in front of him that turned to glass, and he somehow manages to undo it. So Superman's like, great. We can undo this whole mess that's happened over in Russia. Let's go over to Russia and see if we can solve this situation, turn these people from glass back into human. While we still have the time to make them all alive again, they go over to Russia, where we see Putin, and he's giving a speech, and he's kind of escalating this conflict, and he's blaming the Americans in this superhero program, and how every government has a superhero on their payroll, and how Firestorm did this horrible thing, and Superman flies down in the middle of this speech, and he's talking to Putin, and he's like, Putin, this Firestorm guy, he didn't mean to do it, and he can undo it. And Putin's like kind of stops him in his tracks, says, he's lying, and the Firestorm can't undo it. And what's so frustrating is that you see Superman, and he's trying so hard to make this case and try to defend Firestorm and try to get people to believe him so that Firestorm can undo this mess he caused, but they don't believe him, and the situation starts escalating, and there's all this crazy violence happening. And then all of a sudden, it looks like Firestorm maybe is powering up again, and something bad's happening to him. And then Batman's talking to Superman. Batman's flying in his plane, and he's like, Superman, there's energy readings, and they're spiking. And Superman's looking at Firestorm, and he's like, you gotta control yourself. And Firestorm's like, it's okay, I'm not going to do anything. And then all of a sudden, Batman says it's not Firestorm that's causing these energy spikes, and then all of a sudden there's this huge explosion. We don't know exactly what happened, but maybe everybody there died. And then we see Ozymandias, and he's watching this event happen on TV, and he's like, yes, it begins. And then we have a few pages of these newspaper ads, and it says, trust shattered about Superman. Metahuman Moscow massacre. Superman takes a stand for the wrong side. Superman is missing. So, very good issue. We see Ozymandias has been sort of planning this Machiavellian plan of his, and everything's just working. He's manipulating Dr. Manhattan a few issues ago. He's manipulated Superman into this whole situation. How is he doing this? What is his plan? What are his goals? Very exciting issue. This was amazing. This is great stuff. It's been kind of a slow few issues in this Doomsday Clock, but this one was awesome. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. This was a great book. Had a really fun time with it. Great seeing Putin. Great seeing all these craziness conspire. Great stuff. Read this book, or at least wait for the trade to come out and get it then. It would be great to read this all in one sitting.